Hello guys, how you doing? It's your boy Taps, aka Mr. Mason, and welcome once again to the motivational channel. This is the only channel that we try to educate, we try to enlighten, and we try to encourage each other. Okay, like I always say, thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here. And just a disclaimer out there, I'm not an authority on anything. I am not an expert on anything. I just share my views and opinions. Okay, I don't say they are facts, but they are true to me. So basically that's what I do on this channel. I never claim to be anybody else. I never claim to be anything. I am just a simple person, a simple guy who makes videos in my own car, and I just share my thoughts and opinions with each and everyone who is interested. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the title of this video today is called Religion is Mental Illness. Religion is mental illness, right? I know that's a heavy and a strong statement out there, and I know that's a very controversial thing to say, because obviously people who are religious gonna take a different approach and a different view, and some people might actually get furious for me saying that religion is a mental illness. But ladies and gentlemen, I got my own reasons to back up my statement. Right. Just over the weekend, today is Thursday, the 28th of February 2019, and as everybody knows, I'm in the UK at the moment, and oh, by the way, talking about UK, it's a bit cold at the moment, and I can never ever get used to this weather. I've lived here almost more than half of my life, and I swear to God, I can never get used to this weather. Every single time, I'm always got cold, flu, whatever. So at the moment, I'm struggling a little bit with a bit of cold and cough, yeah. But hey, I'm sorry, I digress. Yeah, so going back to our point of the day, ladies and gentlemen, religion is a mental illness. And like I said, I've got my own reasons for saying that. I've got my own reasons to back up my statement. Exhibit 1. Just over the weekend, there was a story trending online. And this story happened in Africa, in South Africa. Basically, there is a gentleman who calls himself a prophet, a pastor, whatever. This gentleman is called, I might get the name wrong, Alpha or Alf Lukau. I think his name is Alf Lukau. And if I got the name wrong, I am sorry. And I can't remember his church as well, but this guy has got big, massive ministry, and he's one of those charismatic preachers or pastors, prophets, whatever they're called, with a big, massive following. Now, what this guy did, do you know what? I'm actually so angry that I'm actually laughing. I'm so angry that I am actually laughing. Because everybody knows I'm very passionate. I mean, if you've been following me, all of my videos, I'm very passionate of things that I say. And I try to apply logic and reasoning in everything I do. And I try the core subject of all of my videos is to try to get people to use logic and reasoning instead of beliefs and superstitions. I try to make everybody use their God-given, and when I say God-given, I'm saying nature's given, natural given brains logic and reasoning. We all have got the capability and the potential to use logic and reason. So why don't we apply it? Why don't we use it? Right. Now, getting back to this brother. Now, this guy, Alf Lukau, I think that's what his name is, had the audacity, now wait for this, ladies and gentlemen, had the audacity to bring a guy on stage who was supposedly or allegedly dead on Friday. This guy was in a coffin, dead, gone. Apparently he died on Friday. So you're talking about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, died on Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday, this guy's coffin, or his hearse really, and his coffin was brought into the church. And just outside the church's premises, the guy apparently resurrected this guy, the dead person body, to life. So there was a person, there was a guy who's dead, right? And he was resurrected or was brought back to life by this prophet Lukau. And wait for this, ladies and gentlemen. And only a few minutes later, I mean, when this guy resurrected from the dead, he was all dressed up in a white suit and everything. So the Lukau, Prophet Lukau, just put his hands on him, and the guy just opened his mouth and he was going like this. I'm not even joking. I swear to God, the whole thing was not only ridiculous, but it was embarrassing. It was so sad because it was an insult to logic and reasoning. It was an insult to humanity. But anyway, back to the story. So this guy, 10-15 minutes later, he still got his white gloves and everything. He's still got his white. He's got his full clothes, white suit, gloves, and the guy is eating food. Oh my days. Let's say that I need to drink some water. So the guy is eating food in church. And everybody, all the congregation is ululating. Oh, yeah, praise the Lord. Yeah, Papa, whatever. The guy who was apparently dead in a coffin, now he's eating, I don't know what it was, but it looks like a chicken or fish, whatever. And rice, coleslaw. And the guy's eating with his gloves. And he's like shocked by still eating. And if you thought that wasn't bad enough, 10 minutes later, the guy, the dead man walking, the dead man who came back to life, he started dancing. The man who was dead, who was in a coffin, he started dancing. He started dancing. He was eating before, yeah, and he started dancing. Yeah, praise the Lord, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, right? I know that I'm laughing, but this is not a serious matter at all. This is not a laughing matter at all. This is a serious matter, because this is an insult to logic and reasoning. We are in the 21st century, and the people still believe. There are people who, I mean, the people who are his congregants, who are this Lukau, Prophet Lukau's congregants, They actually believe this is true. Just like Jesus died on Friday, come back on Sunday. So Lukau resurrected this man, and they actually believe this as a fact. They actually believe it's true. They actually believe it's a miracle. Right. I know that is ridiculous, and I know that's silly. But you can at least forgive them because they are already brainwashed. They're already mentally gone. They already got the mental illness. But there are certain people who are not even in the following, who just watch the videos, right? And they actually believe this is true. They actually believe that miracle was real. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I made this video and call it religion is a mental illness. There is nothing else to prove that religion is a mental illness. There's nothing else I can give you better than this. If you can't use your logic and reasoning and you try to ascertain, evaluate and analyze a situation using your logic and using your reasoning, then you've got a mental illness. There is a mental breakdown on you. You are incapable of thinking. You are incapable of reasoning. There has been a mental shutdown. That's what's happened to you. That is what's happened to all of these people. A belief in things that aren't natural, a belief in things that you see. If you see that something is not real, if you see that something can't be real, and you still go ahead believing it, even worse, you still go ahead supporting it. Ladies and gentlemen, that to me is called mental illness. That is mental illness. Right. I gave you exhibit 1. Exhibit 2. Right. And this happened, I think it happened because we're in 2019. I think it happened in 2018. I'm not too sure about the dates, okay? But there's another guy, right? And again, he's South Africa. All these things happen in Africa. Either in Zimbabwe or South Africa, you know, one of them two countries. There's another guy, his name is Bushiri. Bushiri. Bushiri or Bushiri. And this guy is a Malawian guy. Now, this guy made a video, right, showing people that he can, what's the word? You can, what's the word? You can elevate. You can get off the floor. I'm looking for the right word for it. Oh my days. If the word comes back, I'm gonna tell you. But he can literally rise off the floor, right, and get his feet over the ground, and he'll be just hanging in air. And he did that miracle. But when he showed that video, at one point he was coming down the stairs, right, and when he was reaching the last two, or the last step, or the last two steps, right, we could not see his body, his upper body. So all we could see was his legs dangling, but they were in the air, but we couldn't see anything else, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, and lots of people actually believe this guy could actually walk in air, or could walk in air, because that's what he was doing. Because when he rose up, he started doing this thing with his legs, flapping his legs and his feet and everything. Right. I'm still thinking about that word, right? The word that they use, like when you're getting off the floor and everything, right? So yes, this Bushiri guy did that, and the people still believe it's a miracle. Again, mental illness at its finest. Mental illness at its finest. Religion is a mental illness because you are devoid of using logic and reasoning. There has been a mental shutdown. Your brains have been shut down. You're not capable of analyzing a situation. You're not capable of this what's the word I'm looking for? Of examining a situation and come to a sensible, a rational, a reasonable conclusion. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, religion is a mental illness. Right, so that was exhibit 2. Exhibit 3, right? Exhibit 3. There was this guy, again, in South Africa, or in Southern Africa, but this guy now is a Zimbabwean, right? Is South Africa, Zimbabwe, almost same countries, because they're just next to each other. Now, again, this guy is a prophet. Large following, huge following. Fill up stadiums, fill up massive halls and everything. Right. This guy claimed you can reduce, you can do a weight loss. You can do a weight loss in front of people. His name is Makandiwa, Emmanuel Makandiwa. This guy is from Zimbabwe, right? Now, this guy brought a woman on stage, right? And apparently, this woman, Makandiwa did a little something to him. Then this lady, straight away, she just lost a few pounds, right? Straight away, right? Like a hairdress. Hairdress just got loose. Just get loose because it was a bit tight. Her dress was a bit tight and it got loose because she lost weight, right? But it was debunked anyway. He was exposed because somebody did a little investigation and it was all fake because somebody had a little string that they were pulling that you couldn't see, that the cameras couldn't see, but it was all exposed. So it was all debunked. Anyway, none of these miracles are true. None of them. There is no such thing as a miracle. There is no such, miracles do exist. Yeah? Because every day is a miracle. You breathing air is a miracle. Me talking to you is a miracle. Me walking, getting off my bed is a miracle. Living today for another day is a miracle. Being able to breathe is a miracle. That is what is called a miracle. Okay? So if we're talking about miracles, every single thing in nature is a miracle. Anyway. So yeah. So that's what is exhibit 3. Exhibit 4. There's another guy. Right. This guy, again, he's from Southern Africa. Now he's from Zimbabwe. And his name is Hubert Angel. He's based here in the UK. And I saw a video of him. And this guy was guessing people's telephone numbers. Yeah. He will just tell you, he will just point somebody and said, I know your telephone number. And he will just recite the telephone numbers. Or he will just say, I know your bank number, your bank details. And you just recite the bank details. Right? Or he will say, I know you. Then he'll tell the person, I know your name, I know your brother, I know your sister, I know your mother, I know this and that. And his congregants think that's a miracle. Yes, Papa. Yes, Papa. Yeah, preach, Papa. Ladies and gentlemen, religion is a mental illness. There is nothing else. If, as a matter of fact, I do not even to make any other videos after this. If this video that I've just done here do not prove to you that religion is a mental illness, and nothing will ever convince you or swear you to change your mind. You have to have a mental shutdown for you to believe in such rubbish. But people still do. We are in the 21st century. This is the age of knowledge. This is the age of technology. This is the age of reasoning. This is the age of logic and reasoning. The age of thinking. Yeah, this is the age when mankind has got all the technology, all the knowledge to enable themselves to create things, bigger things. This is the age of Aquarius. We do not need to be believing in miracles. We do not, well, like I say to you, every single day is a miracle. But we do not need to be believing in so-called church miracles and so-called church papas and prophets and everything. There is no such a thing as a papa. There is no such thing as a prophet. As a matter of fact, there is no such thing as religion. Religion is man-made. The God of religion is man-made. The Jesus of religion is man-made. Okay? Religion created God. Religion created Jesus. None of these people exist. You are believing in something that do not exist. There is no God. The God of Jesus, the God of the Bible does not exist at all. At all. It's just a mythological deity. Same as Jesus. Mythological deity. Jesus is no different from Dionysius. Jesus is no different from Horus. Jesus is no different from Mithras. Jesus is no different from Bacchus. Jesus is no different from did I say Mithras? Yeah. He's no different from Zoroaster. These are all mythological deities. This is a storyline. It's an esoteric knowledge, esoteric teachings about metaphysical things. The Bible is not a literal book. The Bible is the mythological teachings of spiritual or metaphysical things, or what we call today quantum physics. If we're gonna have to write a 21st century Bible today, we've got people who've got the knowledge, we've got the expertise to write the modern version of the Bible, and they're called scientists, quantum physics scientists, because they can explain everything. Everything can be explained. Everything can be explained, and we can explain in real words, in real time. We don't have to use metaphors. We don't have to use mythological figures like Jesus or God, whatever, because all these people do not exist at all. At all. There was never a Jesus. If anything, there was a guy called Yehoshua, and this guy, he was probably some kind of an enlightened guru, and he had a little following. That's it. No Son of God, no dead and resurrecting, no none of this. That's all. The letter J did not exist until the 16th century. So obviously, there was no Jesus before the 16th century. Okay? So there was never a person called Jesus. If anything, this Jesus figure is based on a guy called Yehoshua. And Yehoshua was just a simple guy, a guru, just like myself. I could have people who follow me. Right? That's it. This Yehoshua never claimed to be a son of God, never claimed to be anything, nothing at all. There is no such a person called a son of God. How can you be a son of God? And what kind of God are you talking about? Because God is everything. God is you. God is me. God is her. God is him. there is no person who can be called God. God, and by the way, who are you to say this is God? How do you know? The trees are God. The grass is God. The animals are God. I am God. God is one. God is everything. You are part of God. I am God. You are God. We are all sons. We are all God. At the same time, we are God, sons and daughters of God. But at the same time, being God as well. Do you know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, please, 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 please understand this. Religion is mental illness. I mean, because all these videos I've been doing before, I've been just giving you my opinions and thoughts. I think for people maybe to take me seriously and people to get really, really, really knowledgeable, I'm going to come and give you lectures. I'm going to come and give you presentations. I'm going to give you a real Bible study. Not the Bible study that you do at church. I'm going to give you a real Bible study. I'm going to give you the origins of religion. I'm going to give you the origins of Christianity. I'm going to give you the doctrine of Christianity. And I'm going to give you where all the doctrines came from, who wrote the Bible, when it was written, why it was written. All this knowledge, I have it. I have it. I know the Bible and I know the doctrine and dogma of Christianity more than Christians themselves, even the pastors and the prophets. Do you know why? Because I study it. I study not to believe it. I study not to pray or worship it. I study because I want to know and teach people. And by me studying it, I've realized that Christianity was formed. It started as a simple religion. A simple religion. But it was taken over by the Greeks and eventually by the Romans. And it was made into a propaganda. And it was blown way out of proportion. Okay? The people that wrote the books in the Bible, they are not headsmen and simple country people. The Bible was written by philosophers, sages, experts, thinkers, metaphysicians, occultists. The Bible was not written by simple people. The Bible was written by people who know what they're talking about. And you're going to love this. The Bible was written for people who are initiated or who were initiated. And what do I mean by that? When you read the Bible, if you don't know what you're reading, it will make sense to you according to your knowledge and according to your understanding. But the people that really know the Bible, the people that are initiated into secret teachings, when they do read the Bible, they understand exactly what is being talked about. When they see the story of Jesus walking on water, you as a simple person, as just a believer who does not understand anything, you're going to believe in the literal story that there was a guy called Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago in Galilee who actually walked on water. That's impossible. Those are against these laws of nature. The laws of physics does not allow that. But a person who is initiated into the secret teachings of the Bible will understand what that means. Jesus is a representation of a spirit consciousness. Jesus is a mythological deity representing spirit and consciousness. And water is matter. So spirit descend or come to matter and go over matter. Spirit go over matter. That's what it means. So when you say Jesus walked on water, we talk about spirit walking, spirit descending or going over matter, because I am matter. My physical body is matter. But deep down inside me, or something that is that controls me, is consciousness, spirit, divine consciousness. So divine consciousness comes down into matter. That's what it means. We are talking about metaphysics here. We're not talking about literal things. So simple people that are going, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yeah, Jesus walked on water. Hey, hallelujah. Amen. But you do not understand, because the Bible was written in a way that the secrets will be right. Plain and simple, will be written. It'll be there in front of you. But if you are not initiated to understand it, you will never get it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to wrap it up. So I'm just going to summarize this video. Like I said, religion is a mental illness, and for you to believe in religion, you have to be devoid of using brains, logic, and reasoning. Because if you can see that something is impossible, but you go ahead believing the impossible instead of analyzing, evaluating, and understanding that this is impossible, and change or sway your mind, but you're still adamant to believe something that you know very well is impractical and impossible. For me, that is mental illness. For me, that means there's been a mental shutdown, or everything inside your brains is just not adding up. It's just not working together. So that's what it means, and that's the conclusion I have come. The conclusion that I have come to. So religion, ladies and gentlemen, is a mental illness, and it's about time for you and me to have a conversation. It's about time for me and you. Like I say to you, I'm going to come back. I'm going to be teaching you, every single person who's interested. I'm going to give you proper Bible studies. I'm going to teach you metaphysics. I'm going to teach you spirituality. I'm going to teach you the origins of all religion. Because all religion is all foolery. Whether it's Islam, whether it's Christianity, Judaism, all of them are man-made religion. The only religion that is true here in life is the religion of nature. A religion of nature. Nature is the only true religion that you're supposed to be believing in. Because nature is true. Nature has been true. Nature is true. Nature will always be true. Nature is man-made. Nobody created nature. Nature has always been there. So if you want to have the perfect religion in life, follow the doctrine and dogma of nature, because that is the truest religion. All other religions that are written in books,